How's it going, everybody? This is Kyle Manzolini. Yesterday, I went to go see Longlegs. Now, going into the movie, I was very intrigued. The trailers and everything were, great, and it just had brilliant marketing. Just the build-up to this movie was, crazy. Because this is an indie horror movie. Usually, they usually don't get the big advertising push that a big Hollywood studio movie would get. But, yeah. Just looked like it was gonna be very creepy. Just had a very unsettling vibe to it, and I was ultimately very curious as to what it could bring. And the movie is, without a doubt, one of the most terrifying things that you will see all year. Don't get me wrong, this isn't one of those, horror movies that you're used to seeing from Hollywood. This is very intellectual, very rich in its story and its characters. This is more of a psychological horror. And you don't really know what's gonna happen next. And there's a lot to praise about this movie. This movie is directed, filmed, shot incredibly well. It's just very atmospheric. I was looking heavily looking at this heavily looking at the background just to see what unsettling thing could potentially be in the background. And there's some imagery in this movie that is very haunting. And just the whole vibe of the movie, it just locks you into this trance that you just cannot escape. The performances from everybody are terrific. Micah Monroe is great as the FBI agent. She's been at this case for a while now, and as the pieces start to come together, I just really like the way the story unfolded. And once you got to know more, you're I don't even know if I even want to go further, but I'm already here, so I might as well. And so yeah, Micah Monroe's terrific. Nicolas Cage is definitely going to be the talking point of the movie. It's his most terrifying performance to date. I don't think I've really seen him much in any other horror projects, but he was very unsettling in this movie. Just the way he talked and moved, and just very terrifying stuff. I honestly have no idea why this is the case, but my personal opinion is that the slow burn psychological horror is personally more effective to me than the quick jump scare horror that you would get from the big Hollywood studios out there. Like, movies like this, Smile, Talk to Me, and some other recent great horror movies, to me, have been the ones that just, like, linger with you for a few days because they're just that unsettling, that haunting, that creepy. I don't quite have much negatives with the movie, but just know if you're like a casual moviegoer, this isn't like the typical horror movie that you would expect. And yeah, those are my thoughts on Longlegs. It's definitely one of the better horror movies to come out of this year. It just has you locked in from start to finish. I was unsettled, creeped out the whole time, but was also really invested in the story and the characters, and yeah, it's gonna linger with you for a little bit, like it has for me. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have the guts, see this movie. Do not see this by yourself. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.